Hey friends, Alvin here. This is your monthly snapshot for the month of June 2026. So much has been happening and so much more is coming your way. First of all, we are just finishing our first season of our Ascent retreats. The last couple of months, we've had 3 retreats in the Brantford area, in the Silver Lake area by Ottawa, as well as Pierce Williams down in near Southwest Ontario. And we are grateful for all the different things that God continued to do through those retreats and what we've heard stories about from people ever since then. We're grateful to our speakers who shared with us, with Charles, with Michaela, and with Isaac, as well as our volunteer team. We had a great volunteer team for all 3 of those. And also, we are grateful for the churches that came and joined us for this Ascent retreat. And you can check out all those highlight videos on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/CBOQ Youth. And we already have the dates set for 2027 season. First of all, on April 2 to 4th is going to be our Ascent East. And then if you jump down a couple of weeks till April 23rd to 25th, that's going to be the one in the Niagara, Hamilton, Kitchener, Waterloo area. On April 30th to May 2nd is our GTA North retreat. And then on May 28th to the 30th is our Ascent Southwest Ontario retreat. More details and registration packages will be coming out in the fall. June is also our annual family gathering called Assembly. This is a time for our CBOQ churches to gather together this year at Brock University on June 4 to 6. But also our theme, and then they prayed, is a great reminder of what our first strategic priority is at CBOQ, is to seek the Holy Spirit's guidance in everything that we do. And so we are looking forward to that time together, to pray together, and also to see what might come out of that. And that following Sunday on June the 7th is CBOQ Sunday. It's a great opportunity for us to celebrate together what it means to be a family of churches, transformed by Christ, extending God's kingdom. Part of our whole intention is really to see and to remind our youth, what does it mean to actually gather beyond our local churches? What does it mean to connect with others, to be able to extend God's kingdom, because we are transformed by Christ? And so we look forward to seeing the different ways that we can connect. And so if you want to join in, whether you want to join at one of the 3 locations in person, whether you want to form your own location and join in through Zoom. And you can also check out the live stream on YouTube for that day. And that's on Friday, June the 12th, starting at 7:30 for the online portion. And then depending on what location is, they're going to have times of worship, perhaps times of fellowship, times of games. And so check out all that on the website. June is also a time for high school graduation. And so a couple of things we want to remind you about. First of all, we have our CBOQ Youth Scholarship. We offer a $500 scholarship for undergraduate studies, whether it's in university, college, maybe some kind of gap year program or some kind of discipleship program. And so whatever it is, we want to be able to extend that financial support through this scholarship. We are actually offering 20 of them this year. And so you can find out more information at cboq.ca/scholarship. And if you have high school grads who are going to be moving away to university this coming September, and you want to help connect them to their next faith community. Now, whether you already have connections, we encourage you to reach out to those people and to make that connection with them. But maybe you don't. And so this is one way for you to make that connection for them. If you go to cboq.ca/T101connect, that's an opportunity for you or even for that grad to reach out, and then someone from that campus group will actually reach out to them so that they have a name and a face and a contact that they can reach out to when they get settled this coming September. Research reminds us is that when the sending church helps make that connection, that grad is 4 times more likely to remain with that faith community in the next few months. We're also excited to be launching applications for our next cohort with our Youth Ministry Certificate Training Program. This is an 18-month program where we get to set the foundation of your youth ministry. We get to look at those pieces that make a youth ministry thrive. But also, with the changing times, and there's so much change that's happening sometimes, it might feel overwhelming. It also gives us a chance to delve into what some of these changes and trends mean for youth ministry in the coming months and even years. And so, whether you are someone who is just starting out, whether you're the point youth leader who volunteers your time, whether you're someone who is on staff, and maybe you've been in youth ministry for a while, Whatever the case may be, this is a great opportunity to join this 18-month cohort. And by the end of it, you will actually have your own customized youth ministry handbook. And so applications are due at the end of July. You can find out more details at cboq.ca/youthmincert. October 19th to the 21st at Camp Quasin is our Next Gen Pastors Retreat. This year, we've got Ken Castor coming to join us. And specifically, he's going to be helping us to look at the idea of how to form healthy student leadership teams. And whether these student leadership teams help lead your kids' ministry or your youth ministry, we invite you to be a part of that conversation, because there's some great ways that we can actually be empowering our youth, both in terms of how God is stretching them, but also how they can continue to make an impact in his kingdom. So you can find out more information at cboq.ca/ngpr26, and the early bird rate for this ends at the end of July. CBOQ Next Gen is going to be revamping our parent newsletter. In September, we're going to be relaunching it, and we're going to be looking specifically at how does parenting faith and 521 church impact the way that we lead as parents, the way that we disciple as parents, and how we can actually reach out to our churches for support in that. And so more information is going to be coming out through the summer about that, but be on the lookout for our revamped newsletter in September. We get to hear some great stories about how God continues to work in different youth ministries across Ontario and Quebec. And so we invite you periodically to check in what is happening on our website, including some of those stories, and hopefully you're encouraged by them and inspired by them. And so you can always visit us at CBOQYouth.ca to find out more information about all that. Ultimately, we believe that prayer is the sustaining force for every youth ministry and for what God calls us to do. And so whether you need some prayer, you can always reach out to us, whether you contact us by email, through our social media channels, on our website. You're going to find out more about cboq.ca/prayer. If you want to be part of our prayer team, we invite you to join us as well when we send out monthly updates about different things to pray for, whether it's within our churches or even with CBOQ Youth itself. But ultimately, we trust as the Holy Spirit that guides us, who directs us, all because of who Jesus is, what he has done, what he continues to do, based on the love of God, who extends that love to your students, whether they are in your church or in your neighborhood. And we are grateful for the opportunities that you have for walking alongside them. And so in June, for many of you, you're finishing strong, and then you're heading into what summer looks like. And we love to find out more from you. And so reach out to us, and we would love to connect with you over the few months. So blessings to you.